Alright, so today we are doing the starter on the Range. And we're working on a bolt that's all the way back here with a bunch of extensions. To come all the way up from back here with an extension, with a few extensions to get that bolt out. We'll continue this video.
Tell me this harness in the back is in the way.
So you got to release the harness, it looks like, before you can pull it all the way out, because the harness is going to kind of hold it in.
No, the one in the back. There's wires in the back.
It's almost out, but so we're working on the Range Rover. Rolla's over here taking off the starter. Got a new starter for it. He's doing the top bolt right now. You got to take off the fender liner to get to it with some long extensions. Definitely some long extensions. And what's the number? What's the size of those bolts?
8.
It's an 8, and there's the bolt right there. That's the top bolt that he took off, and see the amount of extensions that you got to use, or if you got one long one. But this is what we had to use.
Right.
And he's about to go for the second one now. And the second one, I think you could get it from the bottom.
Yeah, you got to see it from the top, but it's just
More accessible through the bottom.
yeah.
Like you said, you could see it from the top, but you could better get it from the bottom.
Oh, that okay. The 13s and all that good stuff too. So okay.
Do you need the swivel on the back end, or you think that's helping you?
No, I would definitely recommend. Oh, on the back end.
Yeah.
I would recommend it only because you got double the angle.
Yeah, so.
Because you're running into the engine mount and the oil pan.
Alright, so swivel on the front and on the back, guys, when you're doing this, because you need those angles. Which is the way we're doing it here. Well, we'll get back to you. He's loosening up those bolts, and we'll get back to you. Alright, so the starter is out, and we're gonna check the crank. I mean the, what's it called?
Flywheel.
The what?
Turning the, see if you can turn the flywheel.
Yeah, we're gonna try to see if we can turn the flywheel, make sure it turns before we put the new starter in. So rails back under there. Let's see if the flywheel spins. Should spin. Don't know why it wouldn't, but trying to get some leverage. Alright, flywheel spins. Now let's get the new starter. There we go. Alright, there's the new starter. I'm gonna throw the new starter back in there. Alright, so before we connect the wires, Rel is putting the starter in and is gonna put the bolts on there because it's easier to adjust without the wires on there. The screws. Maybe they gave me the wrong one. Trying to get one bolt on there. Sorry about the shadows and everything.
What we going with or against the sun?
We're going with. So okay guys, all the bolts are in, the starter's in. Rel did this quick, fast, probably 45 minutes of work to get done after you take off the lining, the wheel, jack up the car. After you do all that, it's probably like 45 minutes worth of work. If it's your first time fishing those extensions through the frame to try to get to it, it's probably going to take you a little longer just to see where's the best way you could get at these bolts. But like I said, the top bolt is easier to get through fishing it through the frame, and then the bottom bolt of the starter is easier to get from underneath the car. So yeah, we're gonna put all the sensors back. We have to take off the oil pressure sensor because that's right back there against the starter. So once you push that back, it's right in the way of the starter, so you got to put that back in, and then we'll be done. As y'all can see, it's on. It's alive. It's alive.
It's moving. It's alive. It's moving. It's alive. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive.